Practice makes perfect. That's why we have a lot of use cases. For each one of those use cases, we'll have the following. We'll have the topics that will be covered as part of that use case. These are like concepts and features and elements and resources. What are we basically using and what are we referencing and what are we learning as part of this use case? We'll also have a user story, and this is in an effort to be as realistic as possible to mimic real life scenarios. In a real life implementation or support, there will be some project management. We will have some Kanban style Scrum meetings from which we collect, do discoveries, collect requirements. From these requirements, we write user stories. And then after, in the user story, the structure of a user story is that as someone, that's the who, we would like to achieve X. That's what we need to do, that's the what. And then why we need, that's the objective. So we write the user story from a business perspective. And from that user story, we're gonna write the acceptance criteria. And that's basically the definition of done. That's the objective, the outcome, the result. What should happen so that this user story is considered done. And one user story could have multiple acceptance criteria. One user story, from one user story, there could be 10 things that we need to get done in order to say that this user story is complete. And then we'll have the solution, that's the build. And after the solution, we have a challenge for you so that you can go ahead and try something extra, one additional step, something that we haven't necessarily covered as part of the use case. Even though I will explain everything in detail, assuming that we don't know this as part of the solution, for any one of those use cases, I encourage you to read the user story, and after the user story, think about the acceptance criteria. Probably write the acceptance criteria yourself before actually reading the acceptance criteria. Taking the role or wearing the hat of a business analyst, where you hear a user story from a business and then you think about the acceptance criteria and you think about the solution design. And then you look at the acceptance criteria and you can go ahead and attempt the solution yourself as well. I encourage you to do that, even though I will be explaining things as part of the solution, because it's part of the job that you see a user story and then you read some acceptance criteria and you have to do the build yourself. You have to use functionalities that you have not used before, that you have not read before. In every Salesforce release, something new is coming out with flows or with something else. And the way you're going to learn this is you're going to read the documentation from Salesforce. You will see someone posting about this on LinkedIn. There might be some video on YouTube or something. So research is part of the job. So I encourage you early on to adopt that mindset, to research and attempt it, and then do the solution yourself if possible. If you are totally new, I understand that you can pick up just like the first few use cases to get the hang of it. But as you go, try to solve, try to solution design, try to perform all of these steps yourself before you look at the solutions.